Today I'm going to be talking about early intervention, presented by Jacqueline Matthews. If you're a guardian and or caretaker of children birth to 10 years of age, then you may be interested in earlier intervention. And this, I may say child when I'm speaking, but I mean like any kid that you take care of, that's involved in your life, or that you interact with regularly. That does not mean you are a doctor or that you are diagnosing. I'm not doing that. It's just important to keep an eye on the children around us. Early intervention is important because we want children that are self-sufficient, healthy, and later on are able to be adults independently. What is early intervention? And why does it even matter that my child isn't meeting milestones? Research suggests that early childhood intervention, which is an ongoing assessment of your child and noticing whether they are learning or developing like their typical peers, is important. This is important because early childhood intervention helps children in academic achievement, behavior, educational progression, and attainment, delinquency and crime, and labor market success, according to Carolee, Kilburn, and Kanan, 2005. The other reasons this is important is because we can help by providing support for these children or for the family as a whole. These supports may be in the form of learning activities or other structured experiences that affect a child directly or that have an indirect effect through training parents or otherwise enhancing the caregiver's environment. And this is also according to Carolee, Kilburn, and Kanan, 2005. Early intervention is key in helping our children grow, checking milestones from birth to 5, and can help a child stay on track. If we support children in their prime developmental years, they have a better chance at becoming successful adults. And recognizing these delays helps you and your community. This may seem selfish, but we want to foster these children and help them to be successful adults. And if they have risky behaviors or things that we could help support them with now, then it's really important to help them when they become an adult. You know, we don't want to have them be stressful adults or to have things that are difficult for them to do in life when we can support them in their young age. And this is according to Behrman, 1988. Early intervention services can change a child's developmental path and improve their children's families and communities, and that's from the CDC 2020. Programs have been shown to yield benefits in academic achievement, behavior, and education. That's according to Carolee, Kilburn, and Kanan, 2005. By age 20 to 30, many children in the U.S. and other developing countries who were at risk will have made moderate successes in their lives. Teenage mothers and children who were born prematurely or in poverty just demonstrate that by this age, so 20 to 30, the majority have been made the transition to have stable marriages and jobs and are accepted in their community as responsible citizens. And this is Behrman, 1988. In order to have successful adults, we need to support our children. One way is to recognize delays and foster developmental milestones. The period of child development from birth to 5 is critical for normal brain development and establishing a foundation for adult cognitive and emotional functions. Behrman, 2016. Birth to age 5, a child's brain develops more than any other time in life, and early development has a lasting impact on a child's ability to learn and succeed in life. FTF 2020. At birth, the average baby's brain is about a quarter of the size of an average adult's brain. That is amazing to me. Like, they develop at such a quick rate. And so in the first year, their brain doubles in size. It keeps growing to about 80% of adult size by the time they are 3 years old, and 90% nearly grown by the time they are 5 years old. So it is crucial that we help their brain development. And this is according to FTF 2020. Old. So it is crucial that we help their brain development. And this is according to FTF 2020. So I'm going to show you this visual aid, and after I'm done, we're going to have some, I'm going to ask some questions, or you can comment. According to this milestone chart by the CDC 2020, by 6 months old, they're responding to their own name. By 12 months old, they're saying 2 words. By 3 years old, they're using 2 to 3 sentence conversations. And by 4 years old, they're telling full stories. But it's really important that we try to remember maybe our child or a cousin or a friend's kid, some of the developments that they've achieved in their life, and just how astonishing some of them are. Like when a baby first holds their own bottle. I mean, that right there is just awesome. When a toddler, learns to stand up and start walking on their own. Early intervention is key. We want our children to be academically, emotionally, and behaviorally on track. We want our children to be confident and to grow to be contributing members of society. Even if our children have delays, we should expect them to still make goals. We strive to build them up to the best that they can be, so that they are still developing emotionally, physically, and cognitively. Early intervention, again, it's key in helping your child grow. Checking milestones from birth to 5 can help a child stay on track. If we support children in their prime developmental years, they have a better chance at becoming successful adults. Help your child, help your family. Families benefit from early intervention by being able to better meet their children's needs at an early age throughout their lives. And this is according to the CDC 2020. I want to leave you with a story to ponder. It's about early intervention. It's huge. I knew a little boy, and I first met him in the middle of kindergarten. He had transferred to our school, and his parents thought he was lazy. They thought he had to, because he had to work so hard to do just the basics of basics. They wanted him to walk to school, but they wanted him walking at school, but he was only required to crawl at home. They expected everything but academics. He was born with cerebral palsy, which is a communication error between the brain and the muscles. The child could not read or write by the middle of kindergarten when he came to our school. No one thought to have his eyes checked. I had the nurse check, and sure enough, he needed glasses. He needed them really bad. We put him in for OT therapy and for fine motors. He could barely hold a pencil, which, sometimes is part of cerebral palsy. Sometimes it's just you haven't developed those muscles and you're not sure how to even do it. He got extra reading support in small groups of students, with 3 students or less, and his mom was not stretching him daily at home, which is very critical that you stretch a child who has muscle issues daily, if not a couple times a day. So when he came to school, we would stretch him in the morning to help him. And we also helped him walk daily according to his IEP, because it's very important that we follow the IEP. The school physical therapist showed the teacher and I how to do all of this so that we were right on track and doing it properly. To work on adapting things for him, we made a basket with clips for his wheelchair so he could carry his own items. By the middle of 1st grade, he was reading grade level books and he was writing. If he had not received any extra help, he would not have been able to be at grade level. It takes a team to help the children succeed, but it really pays off. And I want you to remember that life is about constantly becoming better and helping our children towards greatness. I hope to see you afterwards for questions and comments at my booth. Thank you.